I had a talk, or heart to heart, with Richard and Robin from Agoji Airsoft team. These guys did very well at the preliminaries, sponsored by G&G Airsoft, G&G Armament, I gotta say. These guys did very well, and now they're off to Taiwan to participate in an international tournament. So just have a look what these guys have to say. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. We're at the Balls and Arrows Airsoft Market, by the way. Tell me, how did you come by to get to Taiwan?
For me, it happened last year at this place, actually, right around this time last year. So they had a competition here with 5x5, which means 25 targets you need to shoot below 30 seconds. And last year they told me that they were going to set up the competition for this year, so that a team of 2 people would have to go in and simultaneously do a run with 25 targets as fast as they can, and solo the 25 shots as well. And those times combined would be the total score and would tell you if you would be the best, yes or no.
Right.
So I invited him, and together we participated and we became first place.
Wow, pretty good. Were there a lot of competitions, Robin? Or
I actually don't know how many people.
According to the organization, there were around 10 couples competing. Right. So since it's the first year, it's not that big yet, and the problem is as well, like, people didn't really believe that you were actually going to Taiwan if you made it.
So I tried it myself with you last year, by the way. I sucked at it, to be honest. You were very fast. We did a couple of runs.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. It looks easy, but it's not, is it?
So the problem which we both had was that you're working with iron sights. While working with iron sights and you get stressed and you want to be fast at it, you lose focus while looking through the iron sights.
Right.
That's the main problem, and in the same time, since the distance is so short, if you aim at the bottom line, which we'll show you in a minute, if you look at the bottom line, you would have to have a total different aim than looking at the middle or upper line.
Actually, is some skill required. At least you need to know about it.
You need to know about it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So that's why I always miss. All right. So Taiwan, you won. You had the fastest time.
Yeah.
By the way, it was ACS Airsoft Combat Support that did it in Holland. That worked with this thing in Holland. So thank you for that. And now what? What's the itinerary? Where are you going? What are you gonna do?
Well, we trained a few times. One time we trained with
Running the target.
target.
In Den Haag.
Yeah.
We did mostly stress training.
Yeah.
Right.
And last week we went to ACS to train there on the
5x5.
5x5
Course itself.
And well, next week we train again once or twice.
We're gonna do one next week and one the other week as well,
Right.
And we're able to use that course as long as we need it.
Yeah.
So we're training.
And,
last time we did 2 hours, 3 hours or something non-stop. Keep trying, and then.
So next week we train. The week after that we train, and the day after
The last training day?
The last training we fly to
over.
Taiwan.
So that's what they when?
The 7th of June.
7th of June. That's almost all right. Okay. Trained a lot. Do you see progress? Do you actually see yourself getting better even if you train not that many times due to work and life and everything? Do you see any progress?
Actually, I started at 47 seconds, and you started at 37 seconds, and my progress was good. The second game was 43 seconds, and after that also 37. But he went up in the first instance.
So during the competition itself, my time went actually worse. Due to, you're standing there and you're stressed out. You want to do the best you can. So, things didn't work out that well the second time. But last Tuesday we went for training and we saw a lot of progress.
Okay, this is like target practice. This is like concentration. I mean, it's not the same as in the field. But do you have any pointers or advice to airsofters? Could we be so bold as to be given advice after only 3-4 years of airsoft? Anyway.
Well, I think if let's say next year they're gonna do this again and other people are seeing this and they think like, hey, why not me, And you want to try doing this. That it isn't so much that you can actually practice on it when you're out on the field. But you could practice it before. By example, the National Airsoft Center, they have one standing there.
Right.
But the problem is you don't have the same replicas they use. No. You all have your own replicas, which are like trigger response is very high and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure how you would practice it, except that the only thing you could practice is how to really work on focusing out, so you can see the entire 25 targets, then being able to focus really fast back in to get your target and then back out. It's constant focusing in and out to get the target. So that's something you could work on at home.
So you talked about everybody shooting the same replica, same weapon. Yeah. What is it?
The G&G SR25, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a short M16, like a really short M4. Apparently it has the new ETU trigger, electronic trigger unit, and it's all stock. So there's no extras added to it, it's all stock. Everyone uses the same battery, they use the same amount of EVs with the same replica.
The only difference you can have between teams is that you can put some mods on it, external mods, to improve yourself. like a proper grip. But it all, again, it has to be from GT. So
Right. Does everybody get his own, or is there there's a
So
table with, okay.
the layout of what we're doing there. So we arrive on, I think we arrive on Wednesday. Thursday you have a practice day. So you get there, you sign in, and you have time. You get your own. That's for the entire competition. You have your own replica to get used to.
So when you're there, right? It's the 5x5.
Yeah.
You need to do more.
Yeah.
What do you need to do?
So there are 5 stages. One of them is the 5x5, so the 25 targets. Another one,
sniper.
yeah,
You got a sniper stage with a Humvee. There's a Humvee. The driver has a sniper, and the passenger has the M4.
Right.
The passenger shoots out of the window,
Yeah.
and the sniper has to get in the back of the Humvee and shoot from the top. Search and destroy.
yeah. So
Just a big room,
yeah,
multiple spots from which you can shoot. You can only shoot when you're standing still, not walking,
and only in those spots.
only in those spots. And then there are targets all over.
So that's all about teamwork. And then there's the main, they call it the main course of the competition, which is a running house. So you have, you run in a square, and each square has several targets inserted somewhere inside, and doing that you have to do it together. And there are several different rules which you need to have, where only one person can open the door and you have to get in there, get the target, get out, move up, and stuff like that.
When I open the door, he's got to go in and shoot. If he opens the door, I got to go in and shoot.
Exactly.
Specific rules.
Very specific rules.
Yeah. Well, it's good because then you can make a comparison between teams. So,
Definitely.
So how many teams are there going competing? Because it's a country thing, right? Every country has one team.
Yeah.
But how many countries? How many teams are there?
26.
Yeah.
So far.
Wow.
This year is the biggest year they have.
So what are you aiming for?
Top 10.
Top 10.
Well, this is why we did this interview. 6mm Media is going to follow these guys and going to give you updates if they have the time, because that is obviously a question mark. They will make some videos and show us what's going on in Taiwan with this, and well, we'll hope to see some nice results.
Yeah.
Most of all, it's very important just to have fun. But I know Richard a little bit. I don't know you that well yet, but I know he's very competitive, so this is going to be good.
Yeah.
This is going to be very fanatical, though sporty.
Sporty but fanatical.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm there to compete. I love the whole fun of it, and you know, we're going to Taiwan. I mean, you don't go there every year or something.
True that.
So it's a bit of a both side, you know, having fun, and at the same time I want to kick some ass over there.
Right. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is we're going to show you some fireworks. Alright guys, good luck.
Thanks.
We're going to follow them on our videos, and we're going to stay tuned with that, so remember, always check your 6. Good luck guys.